What's up, bro? So I kissed a girl 4 days ago who I didn't really like. Not that I think that kissing is some like sacred thing. I've also had sex with people before who I didn't like, but that's a whole different reasoning, whole different thing happened there. Today I'm going to tell you about what happened 4 days ago, because I'm trying to be more authentic. I'm trying to be as honest as possible and show you that I'm not perfect all the time, even though I speak. Even though I speak on a lot of topics with conviction, and I know a lot of things about socializing and about, I've had a lot of experiences with dating and getting to know people and connecting with people. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect. Nobody is. So I'm going to tell you about the fuck ups too. So whenever I was out with this girl 4 days ago, right? I was straight up. I told her, listen, I'm not seriously dating right now. I'm not gonna go on a date, but I will make an appointment with you. We can do an appointment. So I went on, this was my second appointment with this girl. It was a fun time because she's honestly got a great personality, super fun person, but I just wasn't, honestly, bro, I just wasn't attracted to her. Like, she just wasn't my type, right? Great personality. Great personality. No, I'm kidding. Genuinely a great personality, right? She could keep up a joke. She was fun to be around. So we had a really good time that night, and I was vibing. I was having a great time. I just wasn't attracted to her like that. And instead of at the end of the night, whenever I was walking to my car, being like, hey, listen, I've had a great time, but I'm just not into you like that. Instead of being honest and authentic and straight up with her, I kissed her. Why would you do that, Luke? Why would you freaking do that? Because in that moment, I valued being on. I didn't want to be honest or awkward. I didn't want to be honest or awkward. Yeah, you got that right, Luke. Right? So I valued not being awkward more than I valued being straight up, being authentic. And I've got notes here so that I don't freaking just ramble the whole time. But sometimes you have to do both. Sometimes you have to be both honest and awkward, because that's the right thing to do, because it's the authentic thing to do, right? So yeah, it was much more smooth for me. It was a much better way for me to end a date. I know from experience by like giving a girl a kiss, or having some kind of thing to be like, okay, bye, I'll see you later, remember this thing, right? Instead of doing that, I should have been straight up and honest and been like, hey, listen, this is how I feel. Even though it would have been clunky, even though it would have been awkward, it wouldn't have been the best way to end an appointment, right? Not even a date, an appointment would not have been the best way to end it, but still, it would have been the right way, because I wouldn't have led somebody on. And I've been much more conscious about like accidentally leading people on, because I've never meant to, but from girls' perspectives, I have led them on before, because I am in the mindset of I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to make sure that she has a good time too, no matter how much I'm into this girl, because I want to be a fun guy to be around. I want to give other people joy in their lives and be fun. But sometimes people take that as, oh my God, he's so into me, I'm so into him, we're gonna get married. And that's not the case. I'm sorry, it's not happening like that. But I've been much more conscious about that, because you never want to lead somebody on, bro. As much as you want to have a good time and make sure that they're having a good time too, you want to be straight up and honest. Because, bro, I'll be honest, having girls in your phone feels good. But do not let having girls in your phone, do not keep girls in your phone that you don't like, right? Just to have messages blowing up your phone, right? It feels good to have girls being like, hey, what you up to? Hey, where you at? Or just people to text casually. But like, bro, if you're not ever planning on meeting them or pursuing something, be straight up, because they're going to find out. They can smell it, right? They're going to see through that. Eventually, they're going to find out, and they're going to think you were a dick. And like sometimes you probably are, and that's okay. It's okay to be a dick sometimes, right? Everybody fucks up. Everybody makes mistakes. But don't purposefully do that. Don't purposefully be a dick. That's where it's shitty. You can fuck up. You can be a dick. You can make mistakes. Don't be a dick and then continue to do the thing you know is wrong, right? That makes life tougher on you later. So as soon as you know, use a combination of assertiveness and consideration, right? So you want to be, this is what maturity is, right, for a man. Maturity is using both assertiveness and consideration, because you can be hella assertive and not considerate and just be a dick all the time, right? You can be someone who's just putting your will onto other people, and that's obviously not good because you're being an asshole to people. People aren't gonna like you for that. But you also can't be extra considerate, super considerate, and then not assertive, because then you're being a people pleaser. Does that make sense? So like if you're being extra considerate and you are not speaking up for what you need and what you want, you are a people pleaser, and people are not gonna like you for that either, because they never know what you want. They never know what you actually want, and you're not a fun person to hang around because you're just like being so shy and timid, and like you won't speak up and say things that you think are actually funny, things that you want to do. So they're like, this person's like okay, but like I don't want to hang out with them again. But you have to have a mix of assertiveness and consideration. You have to put your needs forward, but also be considerate of how it's going to make other people feel. So I had to call this girl back like the next day and be like, listen, I am sorry. You're great, but I'm not into you in a romantic way. I'm not that into you like that. Which was a hard thing to do, but I did it in a way where I was assertive about my needs. I was straight up about what I want, but I was also considerate about her feelings. I was considerate about what her needs were and what the things I was gonna say were gonna make her feel. And that's the mark of maturity, right? Assertiveness and consideration together. And that's what a lot of guys need right now, is having both of those things in their social relationships with other people, but also dating and women, girls, females, because that's what's going to lead you to like fulfillment in that area of your life. You don't always have to be like dating just one person. You don't always have to be like dating around multiple girls. The point of dating and seeing people is to maximize your happiness wherever you are, right? So if you're seeing one girl, if you think that you are going to be the most happy and that she's going to be the most happy of you two being exclusive together, do it. If you think that the most happiness for you and for women that you see is going to come from you not being monogamous and dating like multiple people right now, if that's how your life is, do it, bro. That's fine. But be straight up, be assertive and considerate with how you do it. That's the key to being someone who is fucking likable and also dating people. Because like it's a confrontational thing, right? To be dating someone. Like you have to make your feelings known, and people are going to take that one way or the other. It's going to polarize people. But if you are assertiveness and considerate, people are going to be like, okay, this guy's at least straight up, he's honest. And that's what you want. So if you like more authentic vibes, if you like me telling you about how I'm a dick sometimes, go ahead and leave a like and a comment so I know to do more of that. Don't be a dick most of the time, but do be a dick sometimes. Act now and become unstoppable.